Good day to you yogis and yoginis who are taking this class. My name is Bob. I'm dubbed as Yoga Bob here at Living Fit Forever. We're going to do a mild stimulating flow with asanas, of course. We'll start off seated as I am right now. So go ahead and find a nice seat. Get yourself comfortable. I like to sit on a block because it brings my hips up. It's not as much pressure on my thighs. And a lot of people suggest bringing your hips up in this kind of seat, Sukhasana. You can use a phone book or a big book, maybe a Bible of something. If you think you're disrespecting the Bible, then use something, by sitting on it, then use something else. But try to find something about this size. I'm sure it's been explained to you. So anyways, close your eyes, find a nice comfortable seat, and let your belly relax, but keep your spine neutral but straight. Bring the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Bring the spine even with bring your cervical spine even with the rest of your spine. Don't do any straightening of the spine, just let it have its natural curvature. Relax your belly and you breathe normal for now. Get yourself into this next hour here of this little flow, mild stimulating flow. Maybe anything that's bothering you, throw it outside. It'll be there later for you, I guarantee it, if you want it. Maybe just keep it away from you the rest of the day. But try to get yourself grounded into the room, into your practice here. Now, just take a slow breath in. And just open your mouth and sigh it out. We'll do that again. Slow breath in. Open your mouth and sigh. Now we're going to do a breath where you're going to breathe in for a count of 4, and then breathe out for double that count to a count of 8. So take a breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Let it out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale again for 1, 2, 3, 4. This time hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just let it out on your own time. So throughout our asanas, as we move here, breathe in, try to keep a 4 to 5 count, and you breathe out, try to double that count. So keep your out breath longer than your in breath. So inhale, bring your arms up overhead, palms together. Exhale, bring them to heart center. And we could start the class with 1 Om. You can join me. You're probably at home, so don't feel embarrassed. Nobody's around. Go ahead and bring the sounds of the universe out to your room. Take a breath in. Just bow your head, maybe bring your thumbs to your forehead center, and dedicate your class to someone or something. You can even dedicate it to yourself. And release, and come into a wide knee child's pose. So your big toes are going to touch. Your arms going to be straight. Just let your forearms rest onto the mat, and let your head fall in between your arms. And just start that count of 4 to 5 breathing and double your count out. Try to breathe with your mouth closed as much as you can. There has been the thought that if you breathe with your mouth open all the time during yoga, out breath, you're going to lose a lot of fluids, therefore getting dehydrated. And make sure you have fluids with you. So go ahead and walk your hands forward, bringing your forearms off the mat, and then just walk your arms to the left side. Bringing the right hand on top of the left hand, and breathe. Really let yourself melt into it. But get that stretch going. And come back to center and to the other side. Remember your breathing. Left hand will be on top of right this time. And you can even look in between your axilla, see what's going on there. And then come back to center. Take a breath in, and on your exhale, come to tabletop. Just kind of move your body in tabletop, your hips side to side. Maybe to look back at your left hip on your left side, and then go over to the right. Kind of bending your hips left and right, looking towards them. Just warming up the spine. Maybe move around in a circle. Really start moving, getting the joints lubricated. Then come back to the other side. The other opposite side, spinning around. And then find stillness. Take a breath in and a breath out. Now, just bring your left leg back. Really push those toes into the mat or onto the floor, giving yourself a nice little hamstring stretch. Maybe push your palms against the mat, even giving yourself a deeper stretch there. Remember your breathing. You're going to hear me say that a lot. Big on breath here. Yoga is big on breath. A lot of times, too, when you put your hands down, your palms, make sure a lot of the pressure is on your thumbs and your pointing finger. Take a breath in and bring it back. Now bring the other leg out. Really get that stretch again, pushing maybe even the back bottom of your hands into the mat, getting a nice hamstring stretch. Just make sure your shoulder blades are away from your ears, maybe even drawn towards one another. Take a breath in and release it. Now curl your toes under. Take a breath in, exhale, bring your hips up and back. This is our first dog. We did a little hammy, stretchy, but if you want to pedal your dog, go for it. Nothing wrong with walking the dog. They need their morning walk. Just left and right, maybe move sway your hips like you did earlier, turning your head towards them. And then bend your knees a whole lot, about 2 inches from the mat. Then slowly draw your legs open. Start bringing your heels towards the mat. Take your time. Let your head fall in between your arms. Downward facing dog. Spiral your biceps towards the front of the room. And spiral your thighs, inner thighs up towards the sky. Really put the pressure on your thumb and index finger. Draw your belly button towards your spine. And breathe. Downward dog. Now bend your knees a whole lot. Look to the front of your mat. Take a breath in. Exhale. All air. Walk to the front of your mat. Bring your hands to your shins. Finding our halfway stretch. Halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Really bring those shoulder blades together. Maybe you're holding a pencil in between your blades. And breathe. Now look at your feet. Just raise those toes up. And really push the ball of your feet into the mat. The big ball of your feet. And feel your heel onto the mat too. The back of your feet. And just let your feet relax. Take a breath in. Bend your knees a whole lot. And fold. Forward fold. Let your head just hang down so your crown will be right towards the mat. And breathe. Maybe start straightening your legs out a little bit. Bring your torso closer to your thighs. Then on the inhale, start to come up. Arms are going to come up. Overhead, palms together. Exhale, the heart center. We'll take a couple of breaths here in our prayer position. And then let your hands fall to the side. Tadasana. Really feel your feet into Mother Earth. Again, raise your toes up. Really feel the balls of your feet onto the mat. Draw your belly button towards your spine, shoulders drawn away from ears, crown towards the ceiling. Keeping the natural curvature of your spine. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge at your hips, dive forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, feet back, plank pose. Really feel you're beginning of a push-up here. Maybe you'll even want to put your heels towards the back of the room, warming up your hammies a little bit more. And breathe. Nice straight back. Draw the belly button towards your spine. That will help you straighten it. Inhale, rock on your toes. Exhale, slowly come down. Your elbows really close to your ribs. Brushing your ribs. Flip your feet, you're all the way down. Just use your back and come up to a Cobra. Just raise your hands up. Your hands would be even with your breast line. And breathe, pushing your feet, your toes into the mat. You're gonna bring your knees up. And your gaze will just be a little bit forward of your mat. You wanna keep your spine, your cervical spine even with the rest of it. Now curl your feet under. Take a breath in, exhale, downward facing dog. Take one breath here, and a breath out. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, air, walk to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up standing, arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to the mat, feet back. Go to vinyasa. So rock forward. Then take a breath in. Exhale, slowly come down. Just like we did before. Inhale, flip feet, Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll do that one more time. Sun A. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk to the front of the room, mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up to standing, arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, to the mat, feet back, vinyasa. Exhale, come all the way down. This time you can come halfway down. Inhale, bend your back for your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take one breath in and a breath out. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up to standing, arms up overhead, palms together. Exhale, mountain pose. Do a little body scan here. What's working for you right now, what's not. We'll feel a little tight and get a little bit more of focus. And you're gonna find that each side is different for each pose. So bear with it. One's gonna be, you're gonna be falling all over, another one you're gonna be a champ. Happens to me almost every day. Now inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, bend your knees, chair pose. Find a nice chair. If you have trouble with your arms, just go post your arms. But try to keep your biceps even with your ears, but not touching them. And breathe. Bring your hips back a little bit more. Raise your toes. A lot of the weight will be on your heels. Remember to breathe. Take a breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway stretch. Exhale, hands to the mat, go to a flow. Vinyasa, exhale halfway or all the way down. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. And a breath in, and a breath out. Inhale, raise your right leg. Exhale, bring it forward. Bring your hands to your hips and then come up to our crescent lunge. Keeping your hands on your hips for now. Find your legging, your feeding, your footing. So you want this knee over the ankle, not past it or behind it. Remember, the farther your feet are apart, the easier the balance. So if you want to really challenge, bring your feet closer in this pose. Now bring your arms up overhead and breathe. Maybe lean back a little bit, get a little back stretch. Spiral your pinkies towards one another. Your eyes or your elbows will be facing you. Take a breath in and out. Deepening your crescent a little bit more. Find another inhale, and on exhale, hands to the mat, feet back, a flow or straight to dog. Remember, you can go straight to dog and not do the flows, up to you. Inhale, raise left leg. Exhale, bring it forward. Bring your hands to your hips, come up to your crescent. Again, adjust your legs as needed. Try not to grip the mat with your front toes. You're going to extend that back knee towards the ceiling. Maybe you can try to touch it. Take a nice breath in. Exhale, bring your arms up. Take another breath in and deepen your crescent. Take another inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Vinyasa or dog. Exhale on the way down. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up to standing, arms up overhead. Exhale, chair pose. Take a breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to the mat, a flow or dog, up to you. And back in your downward dog, inhale, raise your right leg. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, come up to standing, crescent, arms overhead. Exhale, flow or straight to dog. Inhale, raise left leg. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, up to crescent. Exhale, downward facing dog, or vinyasa. We'll do sun B one more time. Inhale, bend your knee, look forward. Exhale, hop or walk to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up to standing, arms up overhead. Exhale, chair pose. Take a breath in. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to the mat. Vinyasa. Back bend, inhale. Downward, exhale. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, comes forward. Inhale, up to the crescent, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the mat, feet back. Vinyasa. And come down to child pose. Big toes to touch. Knees wide as the mat. And take 3 to 5 breaths here. Remember, you can use child pose anytime you want throughout the practice. You get a little tired, come into child's pose, take a little break. No one's judging, no one's pointing anybody, you're by yourself anyways. But just take a few breaths here. And I'll come up. Let's find our downward dog. Inhale, bend knees, look forward. Exhale, just walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, slowly come up one vertebral body at a time. And go ahead and turn and face the long end of your mat. We're going to throw in a little balance pose right now. Tree pose. So if you know your tree, go ahead and go into it. But for those who don't know tree, Picrossana, there's 3 ways you can do this. You can bring your foot to your ankle, kickstand, or you can bring it up to your calf, or up to your thigh, close to your groin, not at your knee. And just try to keep that right knee parallel to the front of your left thigh, and then bring your arms up overhead for our tree pose. Find your drishti, something that doesn't move, a focus. The reason I kind of almost fell here is I took my focus away. Take a breath in and release. Shake out that left foot. We got another side to do. So bring pressure onto your right foot and bring it where you want your foot to go for your tree on your left side. Remember to parallel that left knee. Your focus on something that's not moving, and arms come up overhead if you wish. You can also keep them at prayer, or even do reverse namaste behind your back. Take a breath in and release. Shake that leg out again. We're going to do it one more time each side. So bring your foot back where it belongs on your left leg and find your tree. Maybe do something a little bit different. Maybe move your arms in your tree. See if you can keep your balance here. Maybe do the reverse namaste if you haven't done that. You can also grab your left wrist and maybe do a side bend. Find an inhale and release. Shake that left leg out. Let's go ahead and bring our left foot into our right thigh. Arms up overhead or wherever you want them. Maybe just open your arms up. If you want to do that, twist the side bend, grab your left wrist, grab your right wrist with your left hand, and try it. Right now it's not working for me, so I'm not going to embarrass myself anymore and do it. Take a breath in and release. Go ahead and shake that out. Come to the back of your mat. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, feet back, plank pose. Take a breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now take a breath in and drop your right knee and just bring your left arm up, doing a side. Modified side plank. Arm, left hand towards the ceiling. Your right wrist even with your shoulder. Maybe you want to bring your left leg up. Take a breath in, exhale, bring it back down. On the inhale, on the exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise right leg. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, come up, and you're going to go straight to Warrior Two. Warrior Two, Virasana 2. So you want that front heel even with your back arch. Maybe the back of your foot nice into the mat. Hips square to the long end of your mat. Arms come up, and your drishti right over your index finger. Remember to relax your toes, bring them up. Best way to do that is just raise them up and then just let them come down and relax. And here we are in Warrior Two. Inhale, flip your palm, reverse that warrior. Really reach it for the ceiling. Maybe you bring your hand behind your back, a little bind. Kind of inhale, exhale, extended side angle. Really open that chest towards the front of your room. Maybe your gaze goes up towards the ceiling. Just relax your forearm onto your right thigh. Or you can bring it down, the hand down to the back of your ankle. Or you can even do the beach ball routine. Inhale, come back up. Now this time reverse your warrior, straighten your front leg. Exhale, reach for the front, triangle pose. We're just trying to get the muscle memory for these poses. Then we'll do a little flow, or a mild stimulating flow. Really find your Trikonasana. Your chest can open like a cobra. You want your body just as flat as a pancake, but it's okay if something leans out. Not the end of the world. Now inhale, come back up. Exhale, Warrior Two. Bring your hands to your hips. Bring your right foot in. Maybe pigeon toe a little bit. Take a breath in. Exhale, hinge at the hips. And come halfway down. Now bring your right hand in front of your face, palm onto the floor. Take a breath, not yet. Bring your left hand to your left hip. And now take a breath in and slowly start to rotate, starting from your waist, your abdomen, and your lumbar spine will come, and then eventually your thoracic, and then your cervical spine. Bringing your gaze up towards the ceiling, and then raise your left hand. Inhale, reach for the ceiling. Exhale, bring that left hand exactly where the right hand is, and then bring that right hand to your right hip. We're going to take a breath in, and slowly start to rotate towards your right, waist, abdomen, lumbar, thoracic, cervical. Raise your arm. I have a kind of a bum shoulder, so bear with me. I'm not going to get a really good straight arm here. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring her back down. Now just crawl your hands behind you and just reach all the way to the back of the mat and let your head hang. Pigeon toeing your feet, getting a nice hamstring stretch. Maybe straighten your legs out a little bit more. And then slowly start to walk. Inhale, hands to the hips, slowly come up. Take a breath in. Exhale, open up to Warrior Two on the left side. And slowly come down to your extended modified plank, side plank. So you can bring your left knee down, right arm gonna come up and open up. Take a breath in, bring that right hand back down. Exhale, slowly come down halfway or all the way. Inhale for the back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise left leg. Exhale, bring it forward. Spin that back foot. Inhale, coming up, warrior two, left side. Adjust your warrior two as needed. The front knee likes to float in, so be mindful. Bring that knee towards the baby toes. You can always, sometimes I like lock this knee and I will get a better square to the front of the room. It's not really highly recommended to lock your joints. So maybe just keep a micro bend in. I just went back to a micro bend. Warrior two. Maybe lean back a little bit, opening your chest. Inhale, flip palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. You can bind again behind you if you don't mind. Do the bind. Maybe check your leggings of your warrior two. Warrior two legs, that is. We're in reverse warrior. Take a breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. Just like the other side, find what works for you on this side. Always one side better than the other. Inhale, back up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip palm, reverse, straighten that front leg. Exhale, Trikonasana on our left. Try to keep your hands even with each other with your wings spread. Back of your hand onto your ankle. Maybe spread your fingers. Open the chest up a little bit in a Cobra. Bring your hip pelvis a little bit forward. Maybe that'll adjust you so you can be a flat pancake. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, warrior two. Again, bring that left foot in. Find your hands on your hips. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Fold. Bring your right hand on, left hand onto the palm onto the mat. Take a breath in. Exhale to your right, arm to the sky. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring it back down. Right hand where your left is. Take a breath in. Exhale, open to the left side. And come back down. You might have noticed I didn't do the hand to the hip. Our twist is warmed up, so I just kind of go into our twist. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, come back up. Find warrior two. Now we're just going to go back and forth to extended side angle and triangle. Inhale, flip palm, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten front leg. Exhale, reach for the front. Triangle pose. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, back up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, warrior two, left side. Inhale, flip palm, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, back up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip palm, straighten front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. A breath in and a breath out. Inhale, back up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, bring that left foot back in. Exhale, warrior two, right side. Last time. Inhale, flip palm, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, back up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip palm, reverse warrior, straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. One breath in and a breath out. Inhale, back up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, come back to center. Right foot goes in. Exhale, warrior two, left side. Inhale, flip palm, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, back up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip palm, straight leg out. Exhale, triangle pose. One breath in and a breath out. Inhale, back up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, come back to Picrossana. That left foot come back in. Hands to your hips. Take a breath in, lean back. Exhale. In at the hips and just crawl your hands all the way towards the back. Getting another good hamstring stretch. Letting your head hang and come forward. Bring your hands to your hip. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, warrior two to the front. Inhale, flip palm, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel your arms. Vinyasa. And just come onto your knees. And then let your butt come onto your heels. If you want a little challenge here, this is called Virasana. If you don't want to sit on your heels, you can bring your feet apart as wide as your buttocks and just let your buttock come onto the mat. Virasana. So bring your thighs together as close as you can and just sit in your Virasana. So I'll show you how it looks on behind. It takes a while to get there for some of us. So that's your Virasana. Now from your Virasana, just come down onto your belly, make a little pillow, and just rest your forehead onto the mat, onto your pillow. Maybe shake your body a little bit, left and right. And go ahead and just move your feet, legs, kick your feet a little bit, and just relax. Now we're going to get into the Locust Pose. So bring your hands behind. Your palms will be onto the floor. Bring both feet together and all your legs, your feet together. Then on inhale, just raise your chest, then your arms, and then your feet. Locust. You want to keep a straight spine, your gaze just above your mat, sort of like we did earlier in our Cobra. Bring your arms forward, and then bring them in and make your pillow and then relax. We're going to do that again, so just be ready. Again, bring your legs together, bring your hands behind, palms facing down. Take a breath in, on the exhale, right there, everything up at the same time. Maybe you want to interlace your hands behind you, raise them up above your butt if you can, and breathe into your locust. Try to keep that gaze to the front of your mat. Take a breath in and release. And then this time, just set the side of your head face onto the mat, either side. It doesn't matter which one's best for you. And we're we're going to get set up for locust this time again, but this time we're going to grab our ankles if you wish. So bend your feet, your legs, grab your ankles on the top of your feet, bring your thighs back together, take a breath in, kick your feet into your hands into the feet, bring your chest up, Virasana, Virasana or something of that nature, and breathe. Try to bring your thighs together. Take a breath in and release. Bring your hands to near your shoulders and just push yourself into a narrow knee child's pose. Let your forehead rest onto the mat. Now grab your bottom of your heels. Take a breath in and then come on to the top of your head. Doing a rabbit pose here. Take a breath in and release it all. Bring your hands forward. And then let's find ourselves up onto the seat. And into the seat here, just let your legs go to the side. Your left leg will be bent as well as your right leg. Sort of a side, kind of a kickback thing here. And bring your left hand behind you and just twist to your left. When you twist, but for each inhale you extend the spine, each exhale you twist a little bit more. I forgot to mention that earlier. Some of you may already do that. Inhale, extend, exhale, twist. Take a breath in and just come around. Bring your hand to the mat and then come back. Then bring your right hand behind you. Raise your left and just twist to your right. Going to feel a little bit different from the left side because of our leg. Ooh, I might even start getting a cramp like I did. Take a breath in and come back to center. And change your legs for the other side. Bring your right hand behind you. Inhale, twist to your left. Bring your left hand onto your right knee. Remember, extend, breathe in. Twist, breathe out. Take a breath in and come over to the other side. Just get a release. Keep that left hand behind you since we're already here. Go ahead and bend to the other side briefly just to make it even. And release. Let's bring our feet forward onto our mat. Setting up for Dandasana. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale with a straight back. Keep hinge at the hips, come forward. Arms are going to be even with your head. You're coming forward. Keep a straight back as much as you can. You can grab your feet if it's accessible. But try to keep that straight spine. For each inhale, extending, exhale, bending, hinging a little bit more. Keeping a straight spine. Until you can't keep it anymore, you're going to start filling a little round. Just let your head fall. slowly start to come up to neutral. Dandasana to the side. Let's go ahead and turn around. And let's bring our feet as wide, about 3 to 4 feet apart. Center your heels onto the mat, toes towards your face. You want everything kind of straight, your toes lined up with the inner side of your knee, your big toe. And bring your hands to the side like we did earlier for Dandasana, finding a nice straight spine. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge and with a straight back, come forward. Try to keep that straight back. Unless I cue you otherwise. And if you wish, you could drop your head for a little bit, opening up your spine a little bit there. Make sure your feet are still active. Maybe crawl your hands, maybe bring you a little bit deeper. And then walk your hands towards your feet and just grab your big peace finger, your big toes, and just fall down. Even a little bit more. Now, if your spine rounds, it's okay, let it. Now, grab the outside of your left foot with your left hand. Take a breath in and bring that right arm up, over. It's going to come across your head. Your bicep's going to come to your ear, your right ear, and you're going to spin and look up to the ceiling. You can either keep grabbing your foot, or you can just bring that left forearm onto the mat, getting a nice side stretch here. Inhale, come back up, and you're going to come all the way to the other side. You can grab your foot, or you can do the forearm onto the mat, onto the floor, spinning your body towards the front of the room, your gaze up towards the ceiling, the bicep towards the ear, and breathe. Make sure your feet are active. I caught myself with a sagging, lagging right foot. I tell you that because I want to just let you know, even yoga teachers are slackers at times. But they only do a slacker when they're taking care of themselves, not when they're taking care of you. And inhale, come back up. Draw your legs in, bring soles of feet together. And suit the Kanasana. Let your knees flare apart. Remember, the farther your feet are away from your groin area, the easier the pose. Maybe grab your ankles or the front of your feet. Let your knees relax towards the floor. Inhale, draw that belly in. Exhale, hinge at the hip with a straight back like we've been doing. Slowly coming down for each inhale and exhale. Inhale, extend, exhale, bend. And just let your head drop, round your spine. And inhale, slowly come back up. And this time you're going to come all the way to your back. And then you're going to find your happy baby. So you're going to grab the outside of your feet. You're going to L-shape both legs.
And you're going to be in a little happy baby. Draw your coccyx and sacrum towards the mat. So I'm just bringing you out of your natural curvature, just flattening your spine onto the mat. You maybe play with your happy baby, move left and right. Hopefully you remember breathing throughout the practice. Hopefully I cued you enough for it. Release your left leg. Center that left heel onto the mat, toes towards the front, towards your head. And then draw your right leg into your chest. Then bring your right arm out to the T. With your left hand, you're going to guide that right leg over the left leg for a little twist here. You can always scoot your hips back if you want a deeper twist. And inhale, come back to center and find your happy baby once again. Maybe move to and fro again. And go ahead and release your right leg. Draw the left thigh towards your chest. Give yourself a good hug. Make sure your feet are all active. Bring your left hand out to the T. Take a breath in. Exhale this twist to our right. Scoot your hips back if you wish. Your gaze over your left arm. And inhale, come back to center and come back to your happy baby. Let's have some fun with happy baby, left and right again. Now, peace finger both your big toes like we did earlier, and then just extend your legs, open up your hamstrings, really feel it. Maybe kick your heels towards the ceiling, getting our last little hamstring stretch. Maybe go for a run after this. I might. And slowly bring your feet close together. Release your hand and then find your dead bug. And then raise your head and just start doing a little bit of humping here. So just come up, bring your hips, your abdomen up. Your chest up. Kind of a crunch here. Modified dead bug crunch. If you see a dead bug do this, run. Maybe 3 more times. 1, 2, 3. Take a breath in and slowly let everything come down. Your feet are going to be as wide as the mat. Your arms are going to be to the side, palms facing up. All the way down. And now everyone take a nice deep breath in. Tighten everything. The face, make a weird face. Crunch your face. Tighten your fists, your toes, everything. Tighten your buttocks, your abdomen, all of it. Tight. And release and melt into your Shavasana. Sometimes I'll use an eye pillow to cover my eyes when it's really bright. I did not bring it this time. But let yourself go in. Whatever comes into your mind, acknowledge it and let it move on. You don't even have to elaborate on it. If you left that kettle on, oh well, the steam will all dissipate and you'll just have a real hot kettle. You turned it off though. So anything that comes into your mind, just acknowledge it and come back to your breath. And I'll be quiet. Shavasana. Now bring movement into your fingers and toes. Head side to side maybe. Maybe start spiraling your wrists and your ankles, little circles, one way. I'll go the other way. Now take a nice deep breath in. And on your exhale, draw your knees to your chest and give yourself a good hug, a little love. Thank yourself for doing this hour or so of nice little yoga flow, a mild stimulating flow. And then let yourself roll to your right side. Maybe use your right arm as a pillow in a fetal position. And right here, throw out a nice thought to the world. Throw out a nice thought to somebody you saw today that you think needed a better day. Maybe you had a little argument with somebody. Throw a nice thought towards them. Maybe throw a nice thought to the political party that bothers you. Maybe throw a nice thought to the world in general because you love the world and love life. And then slowly make yourself up to a seat with your eyes still closed. Find a nice meditative spine, crown of head towards the ceiling. Palms can be facing onto your hands, either facing up to receive or face down to absorb what you already got from the universe during our course here. Now inhale and bring your arms up overhead, palms together. Exhale, bring them to heart center. We'll seal our class with one Om. You can join if you wish. Remember, there's nobody around unless you're doing this with a friend. Take a breath in. Bring your thumbs to your forehead center, bow your head. Knowing that always the soul within me honors the soul within you, as we bow saying, Namaste. Come back up to your meditative seat. Slowly open your eyes if they're not already open. Thank you for taking the class and putting up with Yoga Bob. I hope you enjoyed it and it sufficed for what you needed. Have a good rest of your day. Om. Peace.